So after speedrunning my final year in high school, I graduated and went to college. After being clearly kicked out of the house, we arrived here at the campus. It was hot outside, but the moment we got inside the campus, we get out of the car and a cold breeze just hit me. After being waved at from far away, like trying to handle a suspicious backpack at the airport, I had to figure out my own stuff. The queues during orientation week were crazy. So there was this line outside the block in which we were supposed to take our intake exams, but they needed to scan our laptop codes, and before they could get out more people to help, it started raining, and some people that were standing outside the shade had to get out or get rained on. And when they were trying to get out some people to help, there were clearly some staff members slacking off. When I got here, this sense of freedom hit me, and I thought I was gonna wake up and start doing taxes the next day. Quick tip: if you are dorming, don't eat everything you want on the first week, and then the next thing you know, you're shadow boxing as you prepare your noodles and eggs for a week. Just saying, be on a reasonable budget. Since I live quite far from campus, I had to say goodbye to and find a good room and place to live in. I can't sleep outside. It's cold out there. Come on. I thought this was going to be easy at first because my friend also goes here, but he's like a semester ahead. This means that he had chosen his place like 3 months ago. We first tried to convince his roommate to switch rooms, but he refused to move. That sounds easy and quick on paper, but most had been completely occupied. Whenever we saw an empty one, we would dash in only to find somebody stuffy in there. After a time lapse in different elevators as we went from floor to floor, we found this place. Bro, following a schedule while dorming is not easy unless your roommate is boring as fuck. If you live with a crazy person and that person happens to be your friend, what schedule? But we've been trying really hard to discipline ourselves as freshmen. Trying to wake up for a 7 a.m. class next to some pizza inside a warm and cozy blanket with no supervision is way harder than it sounds. And the fact that we live in the loudest floor, you be trying to get at least 7 hours of sleep, but the person next door sees it fit to blast some Ken Carson at 12 in the morning. And that reefer smell, oh my gosh. But for real though, we be trying to abide by our schedules because you don't want to try and speedrun a 6-week assignment on the last day. And then after reading the questions, you realize why its due date was in 6 weeks. There's some pros to living with a friend though. So there was this baddie in GRM 2000 and she had just killed me. And on this particular day, I came up with her to the crib for some clapping lessons, of course. We entered the place and it smelled totally different. Of course I had cleaned the place, but that fragrance, delicious. After levitating for a couple of minutes, I opened my phone. Another pro to living with a good friend is that you can let it rip without hesitation. Because these rooms be small, you don't have to do the shower thing in order to cover up your farts. Well, there's this dude's place where we had gone to chill, and as soon as he opened the door, we got hit by this foul smell. Dude's place smelled like dirty warm socks, but it's not okay to judge others. But please, get some help. I felt relieved though when we went back again and found the place clean. Turns out Buddy was just tired. Okay, there's some classes and professors I want to talk about real quick. In statistics, I had this professor who would talk in a very small tone. Even people seated at the front row will be like, huh? And the fact that he also had a small handwriting and speedruns PowerPoints didn't help either. You'd be trying to get a picture of some of the examples, but it will be done before you could get your phone out.
Sir!
When I saw this, I thought he was cutting corners because it was the first lesson, until it happened twice. Some students actually went to the VC and complained like,
I didn't come this far just to come this far and not be happy.
But again, there was this senior professor who had a grandpa bond with the class. He made the class fun and the content just slid in. On the other hand, there was this young lecturer who I had for IST 1020, and dude was just straight up interesting and funny too. And then another one, woo! Tell me why after I register for my second semester, every professor looks like this. But before we get there, the drama in this place is just a lot. Like, have you ever walked into your homie's place and missed a movie by like, let's say 20 minutes? And then it's fine because you connected the dots and not missed much. Well, that's how it feels walking around campus and people having loud conversations. You just connect the words you heard and then boom. In the second semester, I had strict and boring professors. I remember this girl asked a question and this professor just ignored her. We could read off the energy of she had just taught that 30 minutes ago coming off of her. And bro, if you're one of those people who drives around in a scooter, be careful. Always look at what is in front of you. You're not riding a horse here. So there was this lady on the sidewalk, and on one hand she had a bunch of stuff and on the other hand she had a open laptop. So she couldn't support herself when this other guy on a scooter bumped onto her. They obviously both went flying because this was one of those slopey grounds. Yeah, be careful. Also, when I joined college, I also joined the soccer team, and there was this particular week on which we were going to tour. The week before, other sophomore students were like, yeah, when we arrive, it's gonna be initiation, the first thing, yeah. This made me feel like a freshman. So on the day of arrival, we arrived and went to have fun on this nearby bar. And as we were having fun, Randy just shouted, "It's time!" He then proceeded to make this other freshman chug some glasses of beer, and apparently that was the initiation. You drink and the last one to fold wins. I didn't participate in any of this, not because I like my liver, but because I did not want to wake up the next day for practice looking like I had been mowing people's lawns all night. Ooh, I almost forgot. Cultural week. This is my favorite week, not only because it's the food free, but also in classes to us this week. There's always this good vibe around. The different music, the different clothing and food, just perfect. This is one of those things I would actually put in the S tier. To be honest though, some of these colleges be trying to get that bag really, because how come some YouTube videos have helped me with my work more than some professors have. I don't have anything against professors, but some of them make me wanna... Yeah guys, that's it guys. Thank you actually for the support in the previous videos. I'm going to try and upload more. I've been having a lot going on, mental health and stuff, working on that. So yeah, you'll be actually getting a lot more videos from me this time, because I'm trying to get my schedule to be more flexible so that I can work around and upload more. See you next time and have a good one.